Hey folks, I'm back on here. I just saw a guy on Red Note, white dude, and he comes on and says, I know this is a Chinese app, so I just want to talk a little bit, give you guys. I guess he's speaking to the Chinese public about why the United States is such a racist country. So this is what prompted me to make this video, because he hit on a couple things, and it's amazing how just triggers, because you think your day is this. See, first of all, non-melanated people, y'all don't have to go through what I'm getting ready to talk to you guys about. Not just y'all, but this is everyone, anybody that's on here that can hear my voice and see my face, because the brothers and sisters, you guys understand this. So your day is going along smooth. I had breakfast, thinking about what I'm going to get into today, but I'm just going to chill out, hang out here in the hotel, just call it a day and just kind of chill, maybe order some food and just chill, just make that one of those days. And then you see a video like that, and that's a trigger, right? And that a lot of times that's what happens. That's what prompts me to come on here and do these videos when I start talking about things like race. So he's given them the background on the United States. The foundation of the United States of America is built on slavery. In fact, he mentioned that the Capitol was actually built by slaves, folks who look like me. And the wealth in the United States of America is pretty much predominantly built off of the backs of enslaved people. That was the labor. And that's a trigger, right? And now here we are, post-election, with these folks that still want to carry this whole supremacy thing. Which, first of all, white supremacy. White is not a thing. White is a thing, but white. If you guys know the history about how that color system even was formed, it's so insidious. It's so insidious and so insecure on those folks' parts back in the day. And keep in mind, these folks still believe this stuff to this day, right? Especially the ignorant folk. But even the smart folk know it too. That's what makes it so insidious. So anyway, now shit's getting ready to hit the fan. Shit's getting ready to hit the fan in the United States of America. And I've listened to a lot of folks come on this app here on TikTok to try to give you at least a timeline. And most of them are saying 4 to 6 weeks before shit really hits the fan. I agree with that. And here's why. First of all, they're firing all these people. So those people don't have jobs anymore. So this has been going on for what, 2, 3 weeks, 4 weeks? These folks, they don't have jobs anymore. Okay? Then in turn, you have places like Canada that they're going to be exerting they're defending themselves because of what this clown man in office is talking about. So that pressure of them withholding goods and raw materials, that's going to put another kind of pressure on the economics here. So people are doing all this calculating, which I didn't do, but I'm just listening. 4 to 6 weeks. I said in videos many times before that once you start, okay, I did see this video. This gentleman, he's really talented. I hate that I don't know it. The guy with the brother with the frizzy hair, and he has his own shtick when he does his thing. He's kind of funny, talks with the mic right to his mouth. So he said, "What is your red line?" I thought that was pretty clever. What is your red line for when shit hits the fan that you say, "I'm out of here," or you say, "I'm hunkering down"? What's your red line? So my red line is this, and I told you guys this before. My red line is not going to be about them. Well, that would be a red line for me. If they told me that they were going to stop my VA benefits. Now, I'm just full disclosure. I did get my VA benefit. Okay, it came early into my account. But if they said they're going to stop, they're not going to give me my Social Security. If they said that to me, and they said that they weren't going to do Medicare for me, would that be my red line? Yeah, that'd be my red line. It'd be time to bounce. But in the meantime, what is your red line? So there's a lot of folks out here, particularly the non-melanated folk. I want to give a special message out to you guys. Us brothers and sisters, this 92% of us that actually got out and voted for Kamala Harris, we're going to sit this one out. So because we've been at this for 400 something years. And we know how this, we've been in this mode, where we get triggered just from little small things from non-melanated people. Like this guy here, he meant no harm. He's just a guy on there. But it triggered me because it always keeps reminding me of why we are where we are right now. And folks put that clown man back in office. You see how I'm all over the place? It's disturbing. It does fuck with us. I just want y'all to know. Excuse I'm a sailor. No excuse. But it messes with us. Even though folks won't admit it. Even folks like me that are pretty upbeat and happy 99% of the time. Yeah, I have my days because I see what's happening, and now everybody can see what happened. I'm talking about the non-melanated folk. You guys can see it for what it is. But now, I'm going to end it with this. The truth is really going to be this. If you guys, I'm talking about non-melanated folk, like everybody can listen in on what I'm saying. But for you non-melanated folk, if y'all don't take care of this situation right now, you're just going to have to blame yourself. This is in your hands now. Don't look to us. I'm talking about people of color, particularly black folk. Do not. We already put the word out amongst ourselves. You probably have seen the videos. Stay home. In fact, I saw one video, and it was a non-melanated. I actually left a comment and said, great advice. She said that when she attended the Black Lives Matter movements, those marches, and she said she witnessed for herself that each one of those that she went to, they had pallets of bricks close by where the march was going to be. Every single one of them, she said. So her message was, and my message also is, for the brothers and sisters, if you do decide you want to get out there and march around with these folks, because they're going to get out and march, they're going to protest. The non-melanated people, they're going to be pressed to their limits where they don't have anything to eat, right? And their electricity's off, that they are going to be in the streets marching. But I'm stressing for us black folk, don't participate. Do not hang out there. And here's the reason why. If you go out there and hang out with these folks, you must believe. Now keep in mind what this guy's done with the police officers, right? He's given them total immunity to do whatever the hell they want to do, which they've been doing anyway for centuries. But he's given them special immunity to do whatever they want. So if you're out there marching around with the non-melanated folk, do you really believe that they're just going to mess around with them? That's not going to happen. They're going to get you. They're going to take you and string you up. Now, I mean, you know what I mean. But they might. But you know what I mean. They're going to put you in the back of the wagon. And now your freedom's lost when you could have had your ass sitting home. So my message to my peoples, stay home. Do let them fight. This is something they did. They did this. Let them get out there and march. If they want to save their country, let them get out there and do it. Because we sounded the alarm. Not just me, Don Lemon, Joy Reid. Oh, yeah, I had to mention her because that's still pissing me off. Because she tried to tell y'all. She was one of the first people I saw on mass media that actually mentioned Project 2025. And she was saying it from the mountaintops. And here we are. Another reason that folks are saying 4 to 6 weeks before shit really hits the fan is because that's the timeline according to Project 2025. So they're reading along, just like it's a storybook. They're reading right along, and it maps right on out. I just had to come on here after seeing that guy. But my red line, it's not just about Social Security, because that's a little ways off from me. Not too far, though. My red line is if I start seeing military people walking through my neighborhood, which I mentioned in videos before. I said that shit from one of my first videos. That this is we were way before the silly season. I was already seeing it. When that guy said that he was going to run for office again, I was saying it then. That you're going to see military people walking through your neighborhood. And I also said this in videos way past. Go back and check them out. They're still up there. These folks never forgot the Civil War. They want that shit to continue. They want that shit in the streets. That's why I'm telling my brothers and sisters, stay home. I had one brother come on here. He came on here. He was an Army veteran. I told him, thank you for your service. And I didn't know whether he was trying to throw a shot at me or what. I didn't, it's all good because he said he served. But he says, I'm going to stay here and protect the ones that can't leave. Okay. That's cool. But look, brother, this is just my opinion. You can do that. You may have what you need to do that. I don't have that. I left all that shit in the military. I left it there. Okay. But get this. You best have a whole crew of y'all. If that's what your plan is, to just stay back and hunker down and protect the people and that's all heroic and everything, and I agree. But my opinion is this: let them handle it. This is their mess. Now protect your family. Yeah, oh, absolutely. Maybe that's what you meant. Yeah, protect your family. But look, dude, those folks, they are on their own. They did this. And if they don't want it to be like this, then they need to get out there and make it go away. And make him and all his sycophants go away. It's not our problem. Now, still playing. This is for everybody else. I'm not talking to him anymore. Still playing. One young lady dropped in my comments and says, I'm stuck. I can't do anything. And I felt bad for a second. And then I wrote her a note. It's on my last video. You can see it if you want to. And I said, what you need to do, it's almost like if she was sitting here talking with me. I say, look, sweetheart, this is what you need to do. You get a pencil, pen, paper, sit down, and write out what you would like to do. Okay? You're saying you're stuck and you can't do it. But I'm here to tell you, if you write it out, like anything else, which I tell everybody to do, write it out. And if you write it out, 9 times out of 10, or if you keep writing it out, it's going to happen. They call that manifestation. It will happen because you will find a way. I'm here to tell you, See, so a lot of people, this is when somebody says something like I'm stuck and I can't do anything, they're in a mode of like they're working, they have a job and they can't leave their job. So I'm going to start there as just I'm going to start there for people using that reason. You can quit your job. If shit is so bad, and you have planned this out, now I'm talking about 4 to 6 weeks. If you have planned it out, then you have done this, you've done that, you've cut that off, you stopped shopping there, you stopped buying those silly things over there that you never use in your life. And then you'll start accumulating, and then you can quit your job, and then you can, whatever you need to do. Like I've given suggestions about moving from a state that you're in, that you know that this devilish stuff is going to be going on. Move to another state, like my state. My state is Maryland. Come to Maryland. Another great state to go to is Massachusetts. Have you seen people coming on there talking for the Massachusetts, I guess you call them? They up and on there saying, y'all best not come up in here starting no shit. And they're talking about their own. Do y'all not think coming up in here? Because what did she say? She used some term. She basically said, we're crazy. We're crazy. And y'all don't want to play around with us up here. I thought it was great. I even left a note for her too. But anyway, yeah, you can do it. Don't think that you're stuck. You can catch a bus. You can do it. You can hitch a ride. But you can get up out of the situation that you find yourself in if you write it down and put your mind to it. Having a defeatist attitude is definitely you're going to be stuck. Okay? We're all feeling the pressure of this. All right? Even for the folks that I'm saying, stay home. It's pressure. Yes, stay home. Don't spend your money. Do not spend your money. Sit on it. You're going to have to, right? A lot of folks are coming on here with all different survival ideas and whatnot. Yeah, it may be that bad. My red line, I said, I'm going to get off of here with this. I know I'm going on. Excuse me. I know I'm going on and on with this. My red line is this. Them people come marching up around through my neighborhood in uniform, in formation, like they did over there on the other side of the Atlantic. That's my goal. I'm overseas right now. All right. You guys know that. I'm overseas right now. And me doing what I'm doing right now, like for instance, people are like, he's over in Thailand. He's probably carrying on. No, I'm not carrying on like that. Those days have passed me. My younger days, I'm just over here as though I'm just a citizen. As though that's why I ain't out there like that. But I'm pretending like I'm on the run. I'm pretending like I don't have a home in the States. I'm living in that way. Like, yeah, I could do this. I could actually do this. I'm not over here thinking and worrying about everything that's going on, other than keeping you guys in the loop here. But other than that, I turn on the television and I don't even understand the language. And I'm entertained. I'm actually into watching like their versions of soap operas where they're in their authentic gear, their clothing, their clothing, wardrobe. And I'm entertained. I could do this. I bought some strawberries on the street. Did I show you guys? I'll put the video up. I bought some strawberry, a basket of strawberries, little tiny strawberries. And they were so good looking. I said, how much are those? And she was like, they're like 30 baht. 30 baht is like 90 cents. I said, get me some of those. I can live like this. I can't do that in the United States of America. And I ate some this morning. They were so damn good. So yes. Make your plans. I made a video about it. Work on it. Write it out. And for all y'all other folks, like I said, it's on y'all. Y'all got to get yourselves out of that mess. You got a lot of sitting around and talking with family members and friends. I understand, and a lot of reckoning, a lot of folks. It's the cognitive dissonance that you've been in in your entire life. That's a hard thing to get through. I get it. I do understand, but y'all got to work that out. Get your therapist. Y'all know, y'all. I ain't trying to stereotype it, nothing, but y'all got them therapists and stuff. You know what I'm saying? So I'll see you guys in another video. Take care of yourselves.